And welcome to all my viewers, new and old. I am a professional detailer here in London, Ontario, Canada. My name is AJ Supal. Today we're going to be looking at a full interior detail of this 2021 Toyota Sienna. A steam and vacuum on the interior of this family hauler. Before we jump into it, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. I have great content every Friday. It's a large van that gets a lot of use from a bunch of kiddos in the back. We've got dirt, dust, destroyed food, and stains, and all those things like that. Check out these before photos as we get into it. Let's start with this front end carpet here on the driver's side. Going in with our trusty shop vac and a bunch of smaller brushes that are soft enough to not damage anything, but still decent enough to get into that carpet and all the edges where the dust and rocks really build up over time. In the interest of being quick on the job, this time I did not really film myself cleaning all the dust and debris off the rubber mats and the top layer of the carpet mats, the removable carpets. When I'm out doing the job, I will either blast them away with compressed air or I'll give them a quick brush with a broom or something like that. You want to be quick when you're actually out there in someone's driveway working away. I don't have time to film every little detail, so I'm just going to capture the really satisfying major parts for you guys. Once you've given a quick vacuum of all the large debris, then you can go in with a toothbrush, just as I'm doing here. You can see around the pedals and around the railing near the chair. I'm going into all these little details and spending some time getting the dust out. You're going to want to follow your toothbrush with your vacuum so that any dust that's being put into the air is instantly vacuumed up. For wider, large areas, you can use things like a hand brush or a broom head, as long as it has soft enough bristles. For carpet, you don't need to worry too much about damaging it, but when you get to the plastics and other materials near where your knees or upper legs rest, you don't want to damage that stuff. Always take your time, be very careful. You don't want to damage someone else's property. Over time, of course, you'll get better at it as you go, but remember, slow is consistent and consistent is fast. Once you know how to do it the right way first, then you can speed up. Moving on to the passenger side here, our process is going to be much the same, going through all four corners of this car. First, we're going to vacuum up the large pieces, then go in for the details. You can see a really big difference in these before and after photos. A little bit of background on this car. I was called in pretty close to my location in the neighborhood, actually. A neighbor of mine wanted their 2021 Toyota cleaned out. I really love the exterior styling of these cars, but today we were more focused on the interior. It kind of looks like a bomb went off because they had a bunch of school-age children. This was a 2021 car, and I don't believe it's ever been detailed before, so that's about three-ish years of grime and dirt buildup. The owner did say, occasionally they'll clean it out themselves, so it's not the worst I've ever seen. It's not a disaster detail yet, but it was getting there. As we move on to these back seats and the carpets in the rear, it's very satisfying vacuuming up all these large debris in the middle of this van here. It's obvious mud from their shoes, but also dropped food and things like that. Super satisfying getting all that stuff. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy these vacuuming videos. And then later on, stick around because I have some very cool steam clips, and it's always fun using the steam on the interior of these cars. Spend a little bit of extra time near these railings on the floor. It's very easy for things like food and spills to get inside and cause bacteria to grow over time, and you don't even notice it. Peel back the rubber, try to get in there with your toothbrush, or even if you have to use your fingers or a toothpick if you have to. It's a very difficult space to get in because it's so small, such a small slit, but do your best, take some time on it. As you can see, I'm pushing and pulling these chairs as far back and forward as they can go. I'm getting at these from all angles, making sure I don't miss anything. Moving ahead to the seats and doors now. Thankfully, the seats are made of a very resistant material. It's sort of like leather and rubber combined in different parts. Very easy to clean. So I just needed to do a quick vacuum here, and then later on, very quickly hit it with steam and give it a quick wipe down. Nothing too crazy here. I'm using a different toothbrush now for into these creases of the cushions on the chair. Get in there with your vacuum and your brush, and it's very quick work. Inside of my steamer, I have O&R mixed with warm water. I love O&R. It's such a useful tool. Even if you're not a professional detailer, I highly recommend buying Optimum No Rinse. It can be used both inside and outside your car, and it works on so many different materials. Using my Bissell Steam Shot, cleaning these chairs is very quick. I have a couple other videos up on my channel reviewing this product and using it on other cars, so if you like steam clips, check those out. as I move through this car, you're going to be noticing I'm using different towels for different jobs. I'm using different toothbrushes. For some people, it might be a little overwhelming at first, but once you build up a system, you have dirty toothbrushes for things like rubber mats and, really bad spots. And then you have your cleaner towels and toothbrushes for areas that aren't as dirty, and you use them and swap them out as you need. This helps me limit how much damage I'm doing. You don't want to accidentally scratch a piece of plastic because you have dirt stuck in your brush or something like that. So having a system helps me avoid things like that. It also lets me know, if I'm cleaning a carpet and there's a stain there, I don't want to have that pick up on my towel and then move it to the chair when I wipe the chair. So always use fresh towels, swap them out as you go, as needed. As I go around the car, we'll start working on the doors as well. Similar process, give them a very quick blast of steam and then go in and wipe it down. When you're done, give it a quick inspection, and if you need to hit it again, go ahead. As long as you are not holding the steam in one spot, you should be fine. It's not going to soak and damage anything, and the heat is not going to damage any plastics or rubbers. You just need to move in a quick, precise pattern and don't leave it on one spot for too long. The seats look brand new again in these after shots, almost as if the food and muck didn't even happen. Moving on to the trunk here, I have a very quick clip, super easy. Grab another brush and your vacuum and go to work. There was a little bit of, crumbs from food and other things back here, but nothing too crazy. Now we will move on to our dashboard and the front area of the car. I'm using different microfiber towels and my steamer. And then along the dash cluster and some of the instruments and that sort of stuff, I have a small little detailing brush. You can steal your sister's makeup brushes if they're soft enough, or you could go out and buy a specific detailing brush. Just a small little, looks like a paintbrush basically. It's soft enough to not scratch or damage things like a touch screen or the gauges for your speedometer, but it's still, still firm enough to get out any dust and debris that's around there. Great little tool to have. Gently go around and vacuum it out and then wipe it all down with the O&R. Be very careful with touch screens and clear plastic. They like to scratch very easily. Try and use the longer pile of your microfiber. I'm using my steamer directly on the touch screen, but look at what I'm doing. I'm not holding it in one place, just a couple quick bursts and then go in with your towel. When I'm detailing someone's car, I like to discuss with them and ask, do you want me to open your glove compartment and your middle compartment and remove items and clean it? Or do you want me to leave all that stuff in there? If I find toys or jewelry or things like that under the seats, I'm going to collect it in a separate bag away from the garbage and I'll leave it somewhere for them afterwards. You want to make it the least amount of effort for both you and your customer and make things easy. Now we get to a very satisfying portion of our video. I am going to be cleaning all of these rubber mats. I'll be spraying them down with a cleaner, letting it soak in for a little bit, and then going in with a hand brush and getting all of these stains and stuck on mud off of here. I know a lot of my audience loves when I put up these interesting YouTube shorts with really satisfying clips, so please go and check that out. I have way more Steam and other videos up there. Watching the foam get blasted off of these rubber mats is almost therapeutic in a way. It's one of my favorite parts of detailing. If you enjoy these videos, please share it with your friends and family and other people who like detailing and car content. Please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you. And so here we are. We can finally look at all of the work we've done on this really messy van. Our final interior shots, you can see from the before and afters a great difference. My customer came out and she was so excited. Felt like a new car to her again. I'm so glad that the seats and the back of the chairs especially came out. The steamer really got rid of the mud and dust that was there super easily. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe. I have new videos every Friday. Thanks for watching, guys. This detail took me about 4 or 5 hours, I believe, and it started to get dark by the time I was finished. So I have a clip here of me going around and using the flash to get these after photos really quickly. and then I headed home for the night.